Welcome back to the show, everyone.
Thanks for joining us today.
Welcome, future doctors and parents. You've crushed the NEET exam, which is amazing, but the marathon isn't quite over yet. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most critical steps standing between you and that medical college seat, getting your documents ready for counseling.
So let's just start with the super important reality check. This isn't just some friendly advice. It's a serious warning from counseling experts. Every single year, brilliant students who totally deserve their spot, end up losing their MBBS or BDS seats, and it's not because of their rank. It's because of simple, totally avoidable paperwork mistakes.
Well, that's exactly why we're here. We've taken all the official rules and guidelines and boiled them down into a step-by-step guide so you can get every single document perfectly lined up. We want to make sure nothing gets in your way. Okay, let's dive right in. First things first, let's build our foundation. This is the list of absolute must-haves. These are the documents that every single candidate needs, no matter what your category is or which quota you're applying for.
Now, check this out. The slide doesn't just tell you what you need, it tells you why you need it. Your admit card and scorecard, that's your proof of performance, right? Your Class 10 mark sheet isn't just about grades. That's the official document that proves your date of birth. And hey, here's a pro tip. Those passport-size photos, make sure they are the exact same ones you uploaded with your NEET application form. It just makes things smoother.
Okay, this is super important. This is not a pick and choose situation. You absolutely must carry all of your original documents for the verification. But along with those, you need to bring at least 2, make it 3, full sets of photocopies that you've signed yourself. That's all self-attested means. Just your signature on the photocopy.
All right, now this is where things get a little more specific. You got to understand that the process splits into 2 main paths. There's the All India Quota, or AIQ, and then there's the state quota. And the documents you're going to need can be slightly different depending on which path you're on.
So you have to remember this key difference. The Medical Counseling Committee, the MCC, is the one that handles the 15% All India Quota seats. But for the other 85% of seats, it's your own state's counseling authority that's in charge. You've got to be ready for both. And this slide lays out the differences perfectly. You can see for the All India Quota, you'll need stuff like your MCC registration slip. But now look over at the state counseling column. That state domicile certificate is everything. It is the golden ticket, the non-negotiable proof that you're even eligible for a seat in that particular state.
Okay, team. If you are applying under a reservation category, that's SC, ST, OBC, EWS, or PwD, I need you to lean in and listen close. This part is absolutely vital for you. Getting this wrong is unfortunately a very common reason for a canceled admission.
Please pay really close attention to the details here. If you're an OBC candidate, you need that non-creamy layer certificate. For EWS, it's the Income and Asset Certificate. And for any PwD candidates, your certificate has to come from a specially designated and authorized medical board. The details matter a lot. I really cannot stress this enough. An expired OBC-NCL or EWS certificate is basically the same as not having one at all. Seriously, if you need to, hit pause on this right now, go find your certificates, and check the issue date, the validity period, and who issued it. Do it now. All right, let's learn from the mistakes that others have unfortunately made. We're going to go through the most common and honestly heartbreaking reasons why a candidate's documents get rejected so you can just steer clear of these traps.
This is trap number 1, and it's a big one. The spelling of your name has to be exactly, and I mean exactly, the same on every single document. Your NEET form, your Aadhaar card, your Class 10 and 12 mark sheets, even one tiny little initial or letter being different can cause a huge headache.
Yep, we're talking about this again because it is that important. Your category certificate, especially if it's for OBC-NCL or EWS, has to be valid for the current admission year. A certificate from last year, it will get rejected on the spot. You might breeze through the online part of the process by uploading scanned copies. But when it's time to show up in person for that physical verification at the college, photocopies are not going to cut it. The officials have to see and verify the originals. There are no exceptions to this rule.
And if you're aiming for a state quota seat, this is the big one. Without a valid domicile certificate that proves you're eligible for that state, you simply cannot claim a state quota seat. End of story. It's totally non-negotiable.
Okay, So we've looked at the checklists, we've seen the potential problems. So how do you put it all together for a smooth, stress-free verification day? Here is your final action plan.
Look, it all happens in 2 big steps. First, there's the online part, where you'll upload clear, scanned copies of your documents when you register for counseling. Then, once you're allotted a seat, you move to step 2. You report to that college in person with your entire file for the final physical check.
So here's your mantra, your final checklist to live by. Get everything organized into 3 different formats. First, one master file with all your originals. Second, a separate file with 2 or 3 sets of your self-attested photocopies. And third, a neat folder on your computer with clear, scanned digital copies ready to be uploaded. If you do this, you'll be prepared for anything.
You've already done the hardest part. You earned that rank. Now you just have to make sure your paperwork shows that same level of excellence. So use this guide, make your checklist today, and get those files in order. Your dream medical seat is right there, waiting for you. Don't let a piece of paper get in the way.
Want to know the secret to getting into a top MBBS university abroad without breaking the bank? Just type MBBS abroad or study abroad and send us a WhatsApp message right now. Get a free consultation call with our study abroad experts and discover lowest fee universities, NMC approved colleges, complete admission process free. Don't let confusion hold you back. Message MBBS abroad today and start your medical journey. Link in description. Hurry, limited slots available.